For centuries, man has pondered the mysteries of the sea, awestruck by its size, captivated by its power. Finally, the mysteries of the sea reveal themselves. Experience the wonders of the world beneath the sea with Atlantis Adventures of Barbados, the world's first professional recreational submarine company. Your Atlantis adventure begins in our air-conditioned departure lounge, where guests check in and receive their boarding passes. An organized transfer aboard the Ocean Quest takes passengers on a short but scenic trip along Barbados' beautiful west coast to the Atlantis dive site, Freshwater Bay Reef. Atlantis submarines utilize superior construction and state-of-the-art technologies to ensure a safe and comfortable voyage for guests. Large viewports guarantee an excellent view of the underwater world as the submarine descends to a maximum depth of 150 feet. Meanwhile, a knowledgeable co-pilot explains amazing details of this fragile ecosystem. Here, passengers finally view this mysterious and beautiful world with its unusual inhabitants. Still and video photography is strongly encouraged, and a fast-speed film is recommended. Atlantis offers two fascinating submarine adventures to choose from. The Atlantis Odyssey covers the most scenic areas of the reef. The voyage climaxes with a live interactive dive show. Spectacular fish, coral gardens, and exotic marine creatures are highlights of the Atlantis expedition. Afterwards, guests are given a complimentary certificate to commemorate their voyage. For those who prefer to stay above water, Atlantis offers the ideal adventure, the Sea Trek. In this state-of-the-art observation vessel, guests may cruise above vibrant near-shore reefs and shipwrecks with a snorkeler's eye view of the marine life through large ports. Close-up views via in-cabin video monitors are also provided. Relax on the upper deck if you wish and enjoy the scenic coastline.
That was wonderful. Brilliant. Really exotic.
Fantastic. Lower than I'd ever go myself.
Unique gifts and souvenirs may be purchased in the gift shop, the ideal way to remember your Atlantis adventure. Atlantis Submarine Adventures and Sea Trek Tours are offered Monday through Friday. Special evening voyages are available as well as group tours. For more information, please call 1-246-436-8929 or in the U.S. toll-free 1-800-253-0493. Atlantis Adventures. We go to any depth to please you.
This is the sound of paradise. This is Barbados, a picture-perfect emerald isle. A beautiful canvas of rugged cliffs and serene waters, of British pomp and African energy. A lush island with a celebrated past and a vibrant future, where the warmth of the Caribbean sun is surpassed only by the warmth of the people. Feel the rhythm of the Caribbean. Discover Barbados. 3 hours southeast of Florida by air, off the coast of Venezuela, Barbados sits east of the Caribbean Windward Islands. Flying time from New York is about 4 hours, from Toronto about 5 hours, and from San Juan about 90 minutes. Direct flights from the East Coast and Canada arrive daily at Grantley Adams Airport. 21 miles long and 14 miles across, Barbados' landscape varies greatly. The east coast on the Atlantic Ocean is rugged and covered with lush vegetation. The calmer west coast on the Caribbean offers a more urban setting in the island's largest towns, Hole Town, Speightstown, and the capital, Bridgetown. Ships big and small drop anchor in Bridgetown Harbor. In the last decade, Barbados has become one of the most popular cruise destinations in the Caribbean. Twice voted Port of the Year by the Caribbean Shipping Association. Cruise passengers may take advantage of shops and services in the modern, air-conditioned, deep-water cruise ship terminal. From Bridgetown, the fun begins. Barbados offers something for everyone. All ages, all budgets. Many of the major hotels and popular tourist destinations are located on the south, west, and east coast, while most of the island's cultural attractions may be found around the central and east coast. With 6,000 hotel rooms and more than 150 properties, there are plenty of accommodations to choose from. Island lodgings range from posh to intimate. Many of the island's larger resorts offer golf and tennis packages, while some of the more intimate hotels and guest houses feature amenities for families and travelers on a budget. An assortment of private condominiums and villas are also available in a variety of price ranges. Whether in Barbados for a convention or business meeting, a storybook wedding, or a romantic second honeymoon, Barbados provides a beautiful backdrop. Since the island is so small and safe, you'll find it easy to get around. A well-marked road rings the island, and most attractions are within an easy drive from Bridgetown. Rent an open-air jeepney, called a motor. Hail a taxi. Join an organized island tour. Or board a local bus that will take you from the tranquil beaches of the Caribbean shore in the west to the rugged seascapes of the Atlantic in the east, to the farms, forests, and grazing lands of the Bayesian interior. And everywhere you go, proud and friendly Barbadians enjoy sharing their spectacular island home. Native tribes thrived on these shores as many as 2,000 years ago. But Barbados only appeared on the map after Portuguese explorers paid a call in the 1500s and dubbed the island the Bearded Ones in honor of the unusual fig trees with dangling roots. But the Portuguese didn't stay. A century later, Captain John Powell navigated his ship, the Olive Blossom, through the Barbados Reef, landed at Hole Town, and claimed the island for the British Crown. Today, Barbados retains a distinctly British flavour. From the pubs to Parliament to Bridgetown's Trafalgar Square, where the statue of Admiral Horatio Nelson predates the one in London. As in Britain, cars in Barbados drive on the left side of the road. Even the gently rolling hills of the interior resemble the topography of the British Isles. But the English weren't the only settlers to leave a lasting mark on this Caribbean paradise. Sugar barons imported enslaved Africans to work the cane fields. Over the course of several centuries, the color, the rhythm, and the exuberance of Africa combined with the elegant formality of Britain to create a culture and lifestyle uniquely Bayesian. Barbados today maintains a strong national identity as an efficient, prosperous, and freedom-loving nation. Around the island, statues and monuments recall important moments in the country's history. The Emancipation Memorial commemorates the 1833 Act, which liberated indentured workers. And Independence Arch in Bridgetown honors the day in 1966, when Barbados peacefully gained its sovereignty from Great Britain. Freedom, independence, and solitude characterize the soul of Barbados. No matter where you roam in Barbados, you're never far from the beach. More than 70 square miles of pristine shoreline make this a mecca for fans of sea, sun, and sand. Barbados maintains a comfortable temperature of 80 degrees year-round. Sightseers marvel at the view from the Ragged Point Lighthouse on the southeastern coast. Beachcombers and shell seekers might prefer a stroll along the dramatic eastern shore, while surfers rave about the tubes at Bathsheba's Soup Bowl, one of the hottest surfing spots on the planet. If your idea of fun in the sun runs toward the more exotic, you'll find it in Barbados. Or take to the high seas for a non-stop party. Discover underwater adventure as well. The clean water and well-preserved natural reefs make Barbados a popular diving spot. The coral reefs fringing the island host a kaleidoscope of marine life. Climb aboard a specially equipped submarine for a glimpse of Caribbean aquatic life. In the calm Caribbean waters on the west coast, snorkelers can follow the 7-mile undersea trail of Folkestone Marine Park, while landlubbers visit the Marine Museum on shore. Barbados offers plenty of activities for the sports enthusiast. Golfers sharpen their games at any of 3 world-class courses. And tennis players serve up action at all hours, day and night. On weekends, thoroughbred racing enlivens the historic Garrison Savannah Parade Grounds near Bridgetown, where British troops once drilled. And on Saturdays, practically every green on the island hosts a cricket match. West Indian cricketers rate consistently among the world's best. But perhaps the most popular activities in Barbados remain those which require the least practice. Rest, reflection, and rejuvenation. The breathtaking beauty of Barbados begins at the water's edge and continues in all directions. The island's lush interior serves as home to a rich variety of flora and fauna. In the north-central part of the island, at the Barbados Wildlife Reserve, the green monkey frolics along with animal species from many distant lands. At the expertly landscaped flower forest, paths curve through a choreographed wilderness of exotic tropical plant life. Rows of resplendent gnarled mahogany trees shade the avenue leading to the crest of Cherry Tree Hill, which overlooks the eastern coast and is one of Barbados' best lookout points. And the scenery underground rivals the views above. The crystal caverns of Harrison's Cave in central Barbados rank among the most impressive in the region. Indeed, nature provided many of the island's greatest assets. But Barbados boasts some man-made masterpieces too, which are easily explored in a day. Local architecture varies from colonial to Gothic to Dutch. At one time, hundreds of such windmills were used to grind sugarcane. Today, only the Morgan Lewis Mill on the eastern coast remains intact and open to visitors. Several of the grand plantation homes built by the sugar barons of yesteryear still stand. Dating from the middle 1600s, St. Nicholas Abbey qualifies as one of the oldest domiciles in the Western Hemisphere. And overlooking the verdant St. George Valley, Francia Plantation, with its old-fashioned dripstone for filtering drinking water, offers a glimpse of Barbados' rich colonial past. The well-preserved house of Tyrrell Cott and the adjacent heritage village illuminate the island's more recent history. Built in 1854, this was the home of Barbados' first premier, Sir Grantley Adams, and the birthplace of his son, former Prime Minister Tom Adams. Faith plays an important part in daily Barbadian life. Island churches underline the nation's religious heritage and diversity. Set amidst the isle's most fertile sugarcane acreage, near the eastern shore, St. John's Parish Church typifies a tropical Anglican outpost. And nearby, Codrington College, a seminary which trains members of the Anglican clergy, is the oldest institute of higher learning in the land. The sturdy sanctuary of St. James Parish Church on the west coast was one of the few buildings to remain standing once the winds of the great 1831 hurricane subsided. The church's ancient bell, dedicated to King William III, dates from 1696. Several military edifices also survived the storm. Strategically located near the western coast, the russet red St. Anne's Fort originally garrisoned English troops and today houses the Barbados Defence Force. Nearby, another former British installation, Gun Hill Signal Station, stands sentry on a hilltop in St. George's Parish. A stone lion guards the tower from the slope below. Carved from a single piece of rock by a bored soldier in 1868, the lion was copied from a drawing on a box of matches. Perhaps nothing symbolizes Barbados as succinctly as the Chattel House. After emancipation, former slaves constructed modest homes on dormant farmland, designing their dwellings to be movable for quick and easy relocation from plantation to plantation. Today's chattel houses typically sport pastel hues and wear names instead of numbers for the convenience of letter carriers. They are a source of great national pride. On Saturdays, Barbados goes to market. At the open-air bazaars in Bridgetown and throughout the island, shoppers find everything from handicrafts to gifts, often at unbeatable prices. Travelers presenting an airline ticket and identification qualify to buy some luxury items duty-free, such as crystal, china, jewelry, and colorful island souvenirs. Duty-free shops can be found at the airport and the cruise terminal, as well as specialty shops in Bridgetown, Old Town, Speightstown, and hotels throughout the island. Brown sugar, homemade Bajan hot sauce, and rum are among the most authentic island souvenirs. And why not? Sweetness, spice, and intoxicating beauty enhance the charm of Barbados. Dinner preparation in Barbados begins early with the harvesting of fresh ingredients. Each day, fishermen haul in kingfish, bonito, and of course, the famous flying fish. A staple of island cuisine best sampled at the famous Bajan fish fry in oysters each weekend. Vegetables such as breadfruit, pumpkin, and sweet potatoes come directly from local gardens. Along with fried flying fish and pumpkin fritters, a typical Bajan menu might include kuku, a cornmeal and okra pudding, and Bajan soup, a rich broth ignited with local spices. Blends of mango, banana, coconut, and other tropical fruits hit the spot after a day passed lolling in the sun. Or add a splash of Barbados rum, and a refreshing fruitade becomes a relaxing cocktail. Mount Gay rum, made locally since 1663, is the oldest rum in the world. From the cozy charm of a snack in a local rum shop, to a cornucopia of international fare, to elegant cuisine created by award-winning chefs, the tastes of Barbados are unforgettable. And after dinner, the island tempo shifts from contemplative to celebratory. The beat of Barbados by moonlight quickens the pulse.
It's time to dance, to sing, to break.
A variety of cultural shows highlight the island's colorful and vibrant ancestry. Although after-hours establishments thrive all around the island, much of the nightlife is headquartered at St. Lawrence Gap, a strip of restaurants and clubs just south of Bridgetown. The sultry sounds of reggae, calypso, and soca music fill the air. Rhythm, rum, and romance rule the Bayesian night. Barbados, a Caribbean isle like no other. Wild, yet calm. Traditional, yet spontaneous. Soothing, yet invigorating. With a warmth and hospitality that's unmistakable. An ever-changing portrait. It captures the eye and lifts the spirit. Just beyond your imagination, Barbados.